Good afternoon, everyone. And may I just say, what in tarnation Zira? Yes, I saw exactly what you posted at first in chat, and I am disappointed in you. However, welcome everyone to the high-class stream of the Outer Worlds. I am going to attempt to stay like this as long as possible, which is going to be quite strange for me. But the added thing, as Nia suggested when I said I was going to be doing this, if I slip up, and we are not talking accent-wise here, oh no. If I slip up in my best behaviour, by, perish the thought, swearing, I will have to take a drink of wine. I have stolen the wine from Fox, with her permission, so I suppose not really stealing. So, there is not much left of this. I have this, the cardboard is ready. There's not much left, so if I somehow do manage to get through that, there is a very, very large bottle of red wine in her room, which I am being authorized to take as well. And there is the corkscrew. Good. Good, good. But yes, well, let's at least catch up on chat before I start this whole bunch of shenanigans. That is rather loud. Hold on, let me just deal with this. That would be why. For some reason, all of the audio sliders were set to 100%. And we know that's just not playing cricket for this stream. Do I need to change anything else? No, that's all looks good. What do you mean auto sprint? Oh no, that will not do. No, auto sprint shall not be enabled. Everything seems to be... Yes, everything else seems to be fine. It was just the audio that needed tweaking. Wonderful. Now then. As was determined by a poll done yesterday during the stream, we're going to be starting off by doing the companion quests, because the ending that I'm going to be doing, basically after I finish the DLC, I'm going to be finishing the main game again, so that we get the nice epilogue at the end, which will include all the stuff we did on Peril Gorgon and all the stuff we're doing on Murder on Eridanos. But the ending leaves, also mentions your companions, and if you haven't done the companion quests, it's a bit of a negative, so we're going to go and make sure those are positive first. However, before we can get stuck into that, I shall catch up on chat. And I am so worried about what I am going to be seeing here. Right, okay, at the very top. Good afternoon and welcome to Zira. Curls up under the wing on top of the gaming powerful warmth while she waits. You are very welcome there. It is a very warm spot, and it is also quite comfy. It is quite large as well. The gaming horde is very significantly large, and people are welcome to curl up on there. Now, imagine if ketchup was carbonated and used as a mixer with champagne instead of like orange juice. This offends me on several levels, and I thought hearing about mayonnaise on pizza was awful, and also hearing about mashed potato pizza was awful. Zira, you worry me. You worry me a great deal, Zira. And you have posted a YouTube link, which does not come up at all with what it is. And I cannot watch it because, well, you see what happens when I just try to have the music on in the intros. Zero relocates as the dragon stirs to avoid being crushed to the safety of her pillow fortress, surrounded in warm, fluffy pillows and covers, but also probably unwisely by about 75 space heaters. Ah, you say to avoid being crushed. The dragon is careful when he wakes up. The dragon does not crush those that choose to sleep in his vicinity. And quite to the point it wasn't made the first time. There's the YouTube link again. And many thanks to DJ for contributing to the drunk stream challenge. Yes, that should be coming up soon. Hopefully that won't happen until April, because it's near the end of the month and I don't have any money. Also, welcome to the stream. 1% done. Whoa, yes. Yes, I remember to add that. Well, start it before the stream started. I've also added a new command which cannot be redeemed at the moment because it is completely redundant for this stream. But in future streams, you will be able to exchange 1000 dragon points to put me on my best behaviour for 10 minutes, essentially telling me not to swear for 10 minutes. And we shall see just how well that goes. Hello and welcome to you, Nikos, for your contribution to the drunk stream. We're now 2% done. Whoa. Zero, you know those pillows are designed in such a way that has like arms. Oh, I am familiar with them, yes. It's supposed to simulate hugging you when you sleep on it. I believe I would freak out at that. I went to bed alone. Why do I feel like there's someone else here with me now? This is concerning. DG drunk for the drunk god. Yes, that will be the intention, hopefully. Zero needs an all-might one of those. It needs to be the warmest pillow ever. Oh, Zero. You sound so uncouth with your swearing and your foul language. 3% done now. That thing needs to envelop me in a way even my mother's womb did not. Ah! A comfy oven. There are pillows like that. There are indeed pillows like that. I have also seen one. They're usually called boyfriend pillows. Yes. I've also seen ones that's like... I don't know if it is the same thing, but it is essentially a pillow molded in a torso with an arm, opposable arm at one side, which basically you can snuggle up to the side of and have the arm around you to simulate, you know, snuggling next to the side of your loved one. Just wanted one of all might to keep me warm. It would. It should. Long link, but it's the pillow. Good. DJ, oh yes, that's fair. The door shuts and I said, oh, But headphones hurt my ear and I get told off her door is open. Even though she is working, yeah, that's fair. That is unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that, DJ. I've added to a VTuber collab watch list on Twitter. Funny how you're not a streamer. I have my own list for streamers. It's private, but I have it because I'm forgetful. Ah, well, that is strange. It is cold. Well, maybe cold for you. Actually, no. No, when it's cold for you, Zero, it usually is colder than here. That doesn't look comfy. Or do you mean the ketchup? I mean the ketchup. The ketchup. Why? Why, Zero? Why? Especially carbonated. Carbonated ketchup. Oh. So, fun fact. I ordered myself a pizza a couple of days ago. And it had jalapeno on it and in the crust. Yesterday, I still had some left, and Fox wanted to know if she could have some to go with the chips that she was making. I was like, yes, of course, you may. She picked off some of the jalapenos, but not all of them. And I said, beware that there are some in the crust as well. She said, I know, but those are fine. I'm just going to pick off the ones off the topping as much as I can. And she picked off maybe half of them. I could still see ones left on the pizza. I thought she was going to have a bad time with this. When I went into her room to ask how it went an hour later, I found that she had consumed most of the ketchup that I had gotten for the spice stream. She does not deal with spice at all well. So it wasn't the one I had in mind, but I'm playing a good game on stream. Yes. Yes, I have realised over several times of thinking back to it that The Outer Worlds is probably one of the best contenders for my favourite game. This and Doom 2016, because these are the games that I can actually happily go back to after I've platinumed them and still have fun with them. Zero, I was going to say if you stole the wine, you need to take a sip immediately because that's not very gentlemanly. Oh, you're already trying to outfox me there, Zero. Stealing is surprise keeping, aha. Right, hello and welcome. It's everyone's least favourite person. Amber Heard is not in this stream. Hey, Malk. Ah, I see you're also trying to catch me out. Chickens that curse. Ah, they are fans of foul language. Oh, Zira, I somewhat wish I knew you IRL now. I found like 5 million pieces of My Hero Academia merch online. So being that one weirdo around Christmas time would be so fun with that many options. Oh, that is a dangerous place. Alternatively, you could slide into my DMs with that link and I'll bid you in your debt. I mean, with what I was sending Zira in DMs yesterday, I'm sure she's received worse and possibly, better. What type of pizza is that? It was well, to be fair, it was a vegetarian pizza. But I added jalapenos onto it, and I also added the option to have jalapeno cheese in the crust. It is delicious. Carbonated ketchup is better than thick water. As for Link, it's a cat saying, I'm cold. Fair. I want to avoid every shop with them. No, this chain is completely independent, only in this local area, I believe. But they do amazing pizza, and it is cheaper than Domino's, which I know to the American crowd is a weird thing, but keep in mind that in America, so the equivalent is for a single pizza over here from Domino's is the equivalent of about $35 for one. DJ, oh, I found my old picture of me as a kid with Satan. Satan? Satan is welcome here. I may be a gentleman, I may be high class, I may be saying no swearing, but Satan is still welcome here. Excuse me, what? Why are your parents so cool? I wish my parents took me to meet Satan. Yes, same. And Zero with a line of profanity trying to get me to read it out. Ah, this shall not work, Zero. The more you curse, the less I shall read. Savvy Reggie Watts. Ah. Then sent me a thing that said ketchup is made of 20% sugar and tomato being a fruit and a liquidish form. This apparently makes it a soda. This sounds like something for hashtag food fight, which is something that Scoo dreamt up. Basically, devolving any kind of food into its basest form possible. Like, you know, the whole thing of cereal is a soup. That sort of thing. Saying that ketchup is soda, it would be qualifications for that. I think I also argued that lasagna is a salad. Except someone complained that sodas have carbonation, so apparently ketchup is more like a sports drink. I know plenty of sports drinks that have that are carbonated and they're not good. In fact, the original sports drinks, Lucasade, they are carbonated. I almost wonder what carbonated ketchup would be like. That would be awful. Fawn, hello and welcome. Pizza must have jalapeno on it. Having them in the crust as well is utterly awesome. Where did you order this wonder from? It is a place local called Fat Pizza. They have their own website, their own app, and they're also on places like Just Eat. I wholly recommend them because not only do they have amazing pizza, they have amazing huge pizzas up to 24 inches. And they have a number of amazing side dishes as well. A lot of your money will go into Fat Pizza and you will feel so good after eating it, but also feeling like you've punished yourself somewhat. Yes, Satan. iPad mistranslated Santa to Satan. Well, some might argue, same person. You would have had people requesting, Satan. Typo is hilarious. Yes, that was brilliant. You will make me drink. Haha. I defy you. I've had people requesting fan art of way worse, so yes. Yes, the incidents with the toilets. Yes, I think that's it. I see your attempts as well, DJ. Nope. Big Fat Pizza, I know. Well, yes. Yes, Fat Pizza is... Oh, I can't stop ordering from there, even though I probably should. 24 inches is quite hung indeed. It very much is. I have not tried it, mostly because the 24-inch version, you cannot get a deep pan pizza, and if it's not a deep pan pizza, I am not interested. You can get the fridge out with your thin crust pizzas. 2 feet pizza, my fat house is just. I mean, to be fair, it does sound something you would only be able to get in America. 24 inches, interesting, yes. Fun fact, Satan was actually my creative writing teacher in the secondary school, 10th grade. Where I initially grew up, the doctor's surgery there, one of the doctors was called Dr. Staten. You can probably imagine how many times he had to order a new sign on his door. Her name was Sarah Piles. Piles is a very unfortunate surname. But her typing was kind of bad. Occasionally she'd forget to turn off the screen after doing a screen projector for a lesson. She'd open an email to reply, Satan Piles. That sounds even worse. She laughed at it and said, sometimes I look up because of how close the T and R and N and H are on the keyboard, and my email will say Satan Piles instead of Sarah. T and R, oh yes, T and R, well yes, those are quite commonly found together. Yes, I will accept this. Right, onwards, tally-ho! And we are here. Oh, so high-class Smeagol? Oh no, Smeagol is far too uncouth for a high-class stream. Incidentally, if I ever do the a Smeagol stream, the best behaviour option will be turned off for that, because there is no putting Smeagol on his best behaviour. It is so. Oh. I am high class, but sadly, even Patrick Stewart is more high class than I. Red, I hate this country. The big gas prices require me to ship my pants to my home. What? So confused at first. Why are you shipping your pants home? You're wearing it. What in tarnation? Right. I cannot continue with this, because last I was continuing was I was doing my board-aligned playthrough, so I'm going to have to find Chinya. That's the one. This is at the end of... So this is me having gone back to Gorgon and done some collectible hunting for the trophy. Incidentally, I beat Doom Eternal 2nd DLC last night, for those that didn't see it. And... oh, it is awful. It is truly an awful DLC. It is worse. Worse than the first one. Oh, there's just so little in it that actually makes sense, so little of it that is actually, you know... You did it? Big gas, big... Ah, no. My pronunciation. Ah, no. My pronunciation foiled your attempts there, Red. I see what you were trying to accomplish now, but no. I claim victory. Oh, and also, yes, the level cap has been increased. I do not know if the skill... oh, the skill cap does not seem to have been increased. Apparently there were more perks as well. But the level cap has definitely been increased. I believe the level cap is now 36. Oh, I forget if I've actually done... I know that I've done Parvati's companion quest. Yes. Enchanted Evening is what I've gotten from her. So, have I done the same with Ellie? I believe I have. Beyond the Grave, yes. Beyond the Grave looks to be the one, yes. That just tells me I need to make weirder statements. If you're trying to trip me up, yes, you do need to be much more subtle than that. Zera, swear to... or the Almighty, at least hates me paying attention to anything but her. Yes, yes she does, from what I have seen. Vaughn, I must ask, if you go for a filled crust from Fat Pizza, is the pizza itself their deep pan or their Italian thin? If you go for the filled crust, it is their deep pan. The Italian thin one does not come with the option to fill the crust, as far as I know. Zerai has my pen on the desk, and now the pen is missing. I swear she ran off with it because it was right there. Cat thief. The cat burglar, some might say. Ha ha ha! Right. Journal. Oh. Well, at least I've started Nyoka's one. That I know. But I do not believe I have started any others. So I have done Ellie's and Parvati's, for definite. I do not know if I've started Felix or Max's. And I know I've activated Sam, so we're going to see about Felix and Max. I cannot even remember if I've even got Felix or Max. So we're going to find that out as well. But the first priority is to get back to the ship. No, unreliable. Red, your head is killing you today. Woke up with a massive migraine, and ibuprofen is not helping. That sucks. That is awful. Zera's prescribing caffeine. Or the pen slipped away through a wormhole to Zaphod's bioplanet. Ha ha! Red does not drink coffee. Do you drink caffeine at all, in any form? Because caffeine may help. Zera, you need caffeine to go with ibuprofen, or it's not as effective, at least not for migraines. Soda also has caffeine, yes. Because the caffeine actually speeds up the rate at which drugs are absorbed by the body. Both beneficial and detrimental drugs. I do not know for sure, but I think someone said something about chocolate too. Chocolate might be. DJs feel sick from eating 5 Yum Yums. You ate 4 Yum Yums during Mori's stream yesterday and complained then. Maybe stop eating quite so many Yum Yums. They are amazing, but maybe too many. Root beer is nice. Root beer is delicious. But only root beer from the US. The root beer that we get over here, unless it's actually imported from the US, it's not good. As one says, yes, tea might also do. Right. Sam is not there. What is a Yum Yum? So basically, a Yum Yum is... if you take a glazed donut, imagine a glazed donut, but before it's been formed into the shape of a donut, you stretch it and twist it slightly, and then glaze it. That is a Yum Yum. Ketchup flavoured root beer. Oh, Zera. Oh, Zera, I would say I'm disappointed, but I know you better. I know you so well, it's...
Please do not leave item.
I know that my calling of your actions into calling your actions into question is a fruitless endeavor. So a churro? I have no idea what a churro is. It sounds offensive. Being a churro, I have had fairly big churros at fairs. I have no idea what a churro is. Oh! I did not know this! So I received that for finishing Perils on Gorgon. I've only just seen that. You ate the first Yum on my team, and the other 4 on Mori's. Being that it was, well, I don't know how long you were watching Mori's stream, but being that you were in it for not that long before that happened, you ate those fast, but to be fair, so do I. What's this? Oh, a rather terrible watercolour painting of a teacup canid. The back is signed by Minnie Ambrose. That is adorable. That is adorable, and it should be called the one that we saw previously that broke me, Joan of Bark. Vaughn says it is wider because it's proper ring donut base. Yes. Whitgren, greetings and welcome. Just take a regular beer, thanks. Also good. What's this? Oh, yes, these are more things I've seen. Yes. Right, where is my crew? Where? So a thick churro. Ah, yes, there is something I need to get for Sam as well, because this wall is notably bare. There is something I can get for his room. Is everyone just standing around in the kitchen? I suppose you can always find him in the kitchen at parties. Well, there's Ellie. Stood there like an active companion. There's Felix. Nyoka is there, I suppose. Felix.
Hey boss, got a hypothetical for you? You got a friend, see? Somebody you knew when you were growing up. You were
Like a
close.
picture, dummy thick,
And
I just
one
read your
day,
message.
they
Vaughn
up
TJ,
and
I was
vanished.
about to ask if you were watching a Warhammer
5
Fantasy
years go by,
stream,
they send
eating
you a
yum yums
message
during a
out of
stream
the
about the
ether.
god of death and dreams.
What's going through your head?
Oh, I want to eat that art. Oh, dunkers. Northerners often call them donut sticks. That's essentially what they are, yes. Oh. 5 years go by and they send you a message out of the ether. What's going through your head? Shock and disbelief, seeing as how most of my friends are still on Earth.
Right, forgot about that. Though, shock and disbelief's a good way to put it. Guy by the name of Clyde Harlow.
Lydia, greetings and
He was an old friend
welcome.
of
When I
mine.
joined, I was not expecting Mount to
Honestly,
sound like what I
he's
imagined
probably my
Dracula to
first
sound
and
like.
longest friend.
Ah!
I just heard from him. Says he wants to talk to me. Says
Oh,
it's
good.
urgent.
Interestingly enough, for those who remember me talking about my encounter with reading SCPs and came across SCP-049, this is the voice I gave him. This is how SCP-049 speaks. This is how the Plague Doctor, that is the SCP, speaks. Zero choked on a Cheeto. Reds, I'm questioning. Is high-class Malkus likely to blow a Nazi's brains out as normal Malk? Yes, yes. Just, you know, I'm going to be refined about it. Dracula for me is always Christopher Lee or Gary Oldman. I wholly agree. Those two, of the pair of them, oh, such fine actors. It's going. Zero poofs up in anticipation of Lydia settling. It's obviously important to you. Let's go!
Clyde's waiting for us on Scylla.
Tally
He's still
ho!
on an asteroid I can't begin to imagine. I appreciate this, boss. I know you're going out of your way for me.
Thank me later. I believe I have just realized I did not recruit Max. This is a shame. Max's companion quest is quite funny. Excuse me. But we shall have to instead settle for doing Nyoka's and then doing Felix's. So instead of a long rifle, you use a Luger. I would not sully my hands with using the weapon of the opposition. No. A Springfield 30-06. That would be my weapon of choice, dear sir. Ed should be around before long. Just got off school. No problems there. Thank you for telling me. Oh, actually, no. No, not the Springfield. The Lee Enfield. Yes. Capital rifle, that.
Impeccable timing, Captain. I was about to watch the latest episode in Halcyon Helen's thrilling serial adventure.
That prompt, that is for the second DLC, I have learned. High class and nonetheless precious. Oh, that's, I get the whole class high. Be quiet, Smeagol. Back into your corner. Thank you, DJ. Although Charles Dance could also pull it off, Charles Dance would make an incredibly good Dracula. He very much would. Do you find Lugers fancier? Yes, but A, they are a sidearm, and B, they are of Nazi composition. Although, to be fair, they are one of the first semi-automatic pistols, so you have to give them some credit for that. Poker iced oolong tea, unsweetened, the drink of the gods. Agreed. It would appear that either I am ill, still, which is quite possible, or doing this accent actually does hit my throat every now and then. That's an SMLE? That needs to be called a smile if it isn't already. Do you surprise Dr. Smeagol? Sadly not. You keep saying hi. I do not think the word means what you think it means, precious. I am well aware of what your obsession is with narcotics, Smeagol. Be quiet. Back into your closet. No! Yes! I'm now talking to myself. This is what has happened. Smeagol is now an alternate personality in my head. It still remains that the one planet the planets we never go to, we never will find out what Hephaestus contains, nor Typhon, unless, in our search for the murderer on Eridanus, we are pulled to one of these planets. Imagine Smeagol dressed as Queen Elizabeth. Had I the artistic talent, I would draw that. Reds, what about a World War II era Smith & Wesson Victory Model 44 Magnum revolver? Oh no, that is worse. That is of American composition. Oh, I will not sully my hands with the weapons of them either. And also, it is again a sidearm. Give me a Lee Enfield rifle. That's all a man needs. Zero choked herself. Ah, almost caught me, but I shall take a drink for that because you did almost catch me saying, damn. There you go. I said it myself. Bottoms up. Oh, this is going to be fun. Whitgren would rather take either a C96 Mauser or a good old Webley revolver. Ah, yes, the Webley. So reliable. Zero thinks that Smeagol is now the monkey in Chris's closet. They do share some behavioural traits, I will not lie on this. Drat. I forget where I'm supposed to go. I believe I'm supposed to go for Monarch. Yes. Star-Crossed Troopers. Yes, we're going to Monarch. I cannot remember which is the closest one. Oh, we'll go to Stellar Bay. Because are you role-playing?
We're now in orbit above
No.
Stellar Bay, Captain.
This is
No
simply
blockade is a
Chinya.
match for my piloting skills.
So, for those who are unaware of who or what Chinya is my very long existing personality that I play in games. She is female, mostly. That's like flame coming from there. I'm mildly concerned. She is able to hop between dimensions, and she has her own set of morals that she follows. In this, well, people have seen that Chinya does what Chinya will do. If she likes someone, she will help them. They can go free. If she does not like someone, they end up dead. Come out sometimes who just to point menacing at you. Smeagol doesn't do that, but he does not use his fingers to point. That's Smeagol's kink. That is also Smeagol's kink. I know something you don't know, my precious. I'm not left-handed. Smeagol, I will not touch any of your hands. They are all filthy and covered with... I do not even want to comprehend what they're covered in. I can show you. Help, precious, smell my finger. You shall not fox me with that one twice. Not after last time. Rifles aren't high class though. Ah, they are though. As it's steampunk in design. For some reason, high class officers use sidearms. Ah, officers are not always high class, but high class are usually officers. But officers going to combat, oh no, they will know that they need to take with them a true, trusty weapon, and that is where a Lee Enfield rifle comes well into use. DJ, you forgot the name, but the old shotguns. Oh, shotguns. Effective, but messy. If we're talking rifles, Martini Henry, another fine example of craftsmanship. Edward, hello and welcome. You're finally home. Good to see you. Sir, I can't take seriously anyone who sounds like a fruity drink. That depends. Who do you think sounds like it? Oh, of course, Martini Henry. Yes. You'll quickly put your bags away and get your knee brace on to work on thumbnails. Oh, do not be concerned. I have not caught up with my uploads. I tried to upload last night. I got to God Eater, but I did not do Dark Souls because I did not remember to do the upload until 4 AM when I was going to bed. Because you have 666 points. Ooh, capital. However, no, wrong button. I have marked that. However, I remembered that I need to go and get something for Sam's room. I said this earlier. I got distracted. I'm going to do that first before I get distracted again, because there's no quest marker for what I'm doing. Yes, Zero says, Edward, eat. And thank you, Zero, for your contribution to the Drunk Stream Challenge. Because you think something bad will happen. Something bad always happens. Edward, you will eat after doing Malk's thumbnail? No, you will eat first. There's to be no argument on this, Edward. You should eat first. Oh dear, I seem to be on a Princess Bride quote fix. Ha! Would you believe I have never seen it? Oh, so Smeagol's Sulu. Oh my. No. Sulu reacts to the lewd. Smeagol is the lewd. I had to ask T-Chan what that guy's name was. Is Malk ill or role-playing? It's the high-class stream, you fool! This is what you paid for! This is what you were looking forward to! Commoners! And what show he came on? I find it surprising you had to ask where Star Trek was. I do not like Star Trek myself, but I do know of it. Right, I have two personas I take on in video games, Crimson Red and Blood Red. One is a moralist idealist who tries not to kill anyone but will if necessary. The other is a revolutionary who will shoot anyone who doesn't support their ideals and doesn't give him the power he needs to enact his goals. So, another one I did. Another persona that I use is Aeroth. Aeroth is, well, he is unhinged. Aeroth is the reason why I did a genocide playthrough. Yes, Edgewater. We're going to Edgewater. When I killed every living thing in this entire game and went for that ending. That is how I got through. We shall continue with this loadout. There, but on the right side, all I had to do was get on the voice chat and go, oh my, for him to know immediately who I meant. It is very distinctive of him, yes. So Malk, where's my top hat? I do not have a top hat. The only hat I own is a Stetson, and that is not befitting for a gentleman. Oh, this is Malk's posh voice. Yes, it is, you peasant. Fluff? You have just forgotten that Fluff exists. We are 5% done. Explains why he sounds constipated. You buffoon! You have no appreciation of class, or manners, or... Oh. Nyoka frightened me for a moment there. Is this where I think it is? It is! Excellent. We do not have far to go. For some reason you now have made me want to go watch Black Arrow Goes Forth. Good. It's a very spiffing show, especially that series. I particularly admire both Hugh Laurie and Stephen Fry's acting in that. Tally ho, pip pip, and burns your uncle. In English, we say good morning. Sir, good. Well, you haven't. You must see The Princess Bride. This is the reaction I get almost every single time when I say I have not seen it. But I have very little ways of seeing it, because Netflix hates me. Now it approves of the ritzy voice. Good. If you're blue and you don't know where to go, why don't you go where fashion sits, putting in the Ritz? As for not knowing the show or name, I still struggle to remember which one has the hand motion that makes the V I can't make without trying a few times. You mean live long and prosper, as Spock of the Vulcans says, from Star Trek, the original version. But yes, the annoying thing is, I wish to try and get the achievement for completing all companion quests in one save file, so I came back here to enlist the help of Vicar Max. He will not come with you again.
I'm glad you stopped by. I've been meditating since
Or maybe
you retrieved that book. Stewing might be a better word.
Maybe I can actually do
I have a
this.
proposition for you. You're my best chance at getting that book translated. And
They fixed it! They fixed it so you can get him again after you say
I'm asking
no!
you to take me
Oh,
on.
I love Obsidian!
Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back.
I do not need spiritual counseling
I'm
from
pretty
you,
handy with a
you
toss
hack!
ball stick, or any blunt instrument, really.
You
I'm also
purloiner
a
of
passive
Boulder
gun
Dash!
hand if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though.
Keep making your metal horns
I'm
first.
fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
I have exceeding dexterity with my fingers. Fluffy is here also and he wants hugs. We'll give Fluffy hugs. Burns your uncle? Bernard! Bernard is your uncle. Hello, Fluffy. I'm carving my name on this bullet, sir. You know they say that there is a bullet out there with your name on it? I thought if I owned the bullet, I would never get hit by it, because I will never shoot myself. Oh, shame. And the odds of there being 2 bullets with my name on it are very small indeed. Yes, it's not the only thing that's very small indeed. Your brain, for example, is so minute that if a hungry cannibal cracked your head open, there wouldn't be enough inside to cover a small water biscuit. Oh no. Wait, you have not burned your uncle yet? Set fire to your uncle! What is with his ear? Ah! This is something that Mal knew as well. For some reason, one ear of everyone in this, when you talk to them, is very, very highly illuminated. I do not know why. It is a graphical error. Then Control R is my new enemy. I believe Control R performs the same function as F5, as in it refreshes the page. So now we can be huge as I'll hug and try to lick my ears. Oh, it glows. Yes. Let's go.
Fantastic. I promise you won't regret this.
Maybe not as bad though.
Edgewater's gonna
So
miss
can
you.
you fly with his ears?
Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery. And to leave this place
Does he
behind.
know I have headphones? Thank you,
I shall
Lydia,
see
for your
you on the
contribution
ship,
to the Smeagol.
Captain.
Sorry, not the
Whenever
Smeagol
you're
challenge, the
ready to leave
drunk
Emerald
challenge. Haha. Did you say no to him before you gave him the book? I did. I initially declined his offer to join me when I very first played this. If you go right all the way back to my initial stream of this, I refused him coming onto my crew. I later went back when I was trying to get the achievements after I'd finished the game, and it would not give me the option to re-recruit him. And I've just realised, oh no, I think I need to keep my overlay as it is because floating text. Curses. Never mind. Hello and welcome to Divided. As used to roll the dice, film a dick man as us. Listen as the crowd will sing, now the old king starts roll. 1 minute I have my nuts, next my balls are close on me and it's over sands. 1 pills of salt and pills of salt and pills of salt and pills of salt. I can hear Jackie Chan singing, oh my Irish and the rubit, my mates, my sauce. For some reason I can't explain why we live in a society where gamers don't rule the world. Enough of your shenanigans, Smeagol. Back in your box. No, I shall nail you in this time. Oh, filthy. Possibly foolishly, I've ordered a jalapeno stuffed crust pizza. I blame you for this. Ha! I accept full responsibility. He has cow print for his seat. He is trying to move it up in the world. Oh, no. No, that is just how he does his furniture. Well. My only regret is we can't hear Smeagol sing it. Well, you just did. It's a great song. I've never even heard the song. And thank you, Divided, for your contribution to the Drunk Stream Challenge. Wait, is this my posh voice stream or my overly dramatic voice stream? You need to start doing film trailers with that voice. I could do either. I was told once during a previous job that I should read for the BBC. And I was just using my customer service phone voice. So there. Smeagol upgraded from cage to box. Smeagol keeps breaking out of everything I try to contain him in. I have to keep finding new things to put him in. Didn't sing it in the Levy tune. I did not know it's meant to be sung to that tune. This gives you a second chance to give him the book, I think. Been a while though, so I might be wrong. It might be, but I finished the game. I've literally not spoken to him whatsoever. I went back to try and speak to him and to re-recruit him for the achievement, and he wouldn't. He would not give me the option to re-recruit him. So I just went and did the rest of the game, and I started a new save file where I did all of the companion quests. But still, we'll be doing this time. Now, for the reason I actually came here. Going to the cannery. Oh well, I get the insight if he did, possibly, yes. I do not wish for that. Yoink! I stole the kick me sign. This is what I came for. Do not need that. Now, back to the ship. Considering how it switches with tunes, yes. Hi, it's a blender. Hot Mexican pizza, add a side of garlic mushrooms. Oh, their garlic mushrooms are wonderful. Wait, you cooked hot girls? What? What incarnation are you talking of? Now who am I going to look at in the morning when the construction workers come through? Smeagol, apparently. It's a meme of the Levita song. I have not even heard the original. Hope I get a leak. What? What is it? Just gonna post a picture of something. Okay. Give Smeagol life. No, do not give Smeagol sharp objects. He is clumsy. He will drop them on his own foot. Thank you, Fluff, for your contribution to the Drunk Stream Challenge. Hot Mexican pizza. Ah, pizza made of hot Mexicans. I see. I see what you are saying now. You're here, all the way over here, my precious. Can't contain me in such a simplistic three-dimensional container. Smeagol's always watching. And Smeagol's got his friend here as well. Kipper. Smeagol, I shall find a way to imprison you within the bounds of time! Wigrin, I will admit that I laughed my posterior off several times during Max's quest. Agreed. It is one of the funniest quests that I have played. Lydia's parsley just started to sprout 2 days ago, and now over an inch tall. That is amazing. Adorable little parsley shoots. Yes, it would appear that doing this voice does actually have an adverse effect on my throat. Well, this is not going to be a regular thing then. Oh well. Smeagol is already imprisoned in the bounds of time. Smeagol is mortal, and mortals must eventually surrender to the oblivion from which all things came. Smeagol is not mortal. Smeagol is sadly otherworldly. I wish that I could destroy him.
We are now in orbit.
There's no
above
destroying
Flora
him.
Bay, Captain. No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
You posted it. Well, let's have a look. Aww. That is sweet, Edward. That is very sweet. Smeagol clearly did not survive the lava. Ah, but he did. And that's what he will never tell you. He did survive. DJ give Smeagol a lightsaber. I think I made a funny but bad choice. Oh well, I can't die. Walk away and whistle. No, he does not have it. Does that mean the elephant gun? No, does he ever have no ammunition? Oh. Oh, there a bit frost, you sweet summer child. Smeagol's impervious to lava and all mortal constructs. Smeagol lives only to do not finish that sentence, Smeagol! Leave! Get back in your locker! I fear what I've created. I intensely fear what I have created in this. Oh yes, I should probably level up Nyoka. Although to be fair, she already does quite the impressive amount of damage. I'm happy with that. That is useless to me. I've discovered everywhere already. Sneak attack damage. That is useful. Apply. Zero is taking the wise decision to stop eating Cheetos. Region. Oh, we are supposed to be all the way over there, are we? Well. Again, why do you shoot yourself an elephant? Malk, what's this button do? Press button. That is a shirt button, Smeagol. It does nothing. You fool! Where would you put plant pics on the Discord? Good question. Media sharing, Lydia. You can put them in media sharing. Half the joy of this voice is just the interaction with Smeagol. I am glad this amuses you so. No ammunition, not quite legal where I live. Ah, it is the same here. It's become a high-class Malk vs. Smeagol stream. It really has. Strange. A sign lit up silent picture does not press this button again. Then listen to the sign! Do not press buttons, Smeagol! Especially not that one. And Zero's right, sus. Smeagol came out to play a bit more there. What the hell? Oh, I almost said it. What the hell? Another drink for me then, apparently. I have just realised something. If I'm going to be drinking like this, I should do it properly. But first, I shall finish this one. Ah. I had not realised or thought of this. But this is the perfect opportunity to bring out my shot glasses. If anyone doubts how much of a Doom fan I am, let that doubt forever be expunged today. It's a picture of a thing. Lydia says a thing. My children are not things. Children are all things. They are just things with more value. Plants have even more value. So really, this is 3 streams in one. Drunk stream, Smeagol stream, and Fancy Pants stream. It really is. I do not quite know. I believe it's because I did not plan anything for this stream apart from high class voice and best behaviour. Triple feature, triple the fun. And you only had to pay admission once. How grand. Apart from Doom Eternal, we do not speak of the forbidden texts. Which reminds me, I should probably ask in my Discord if anyone else owns Doom Eternal on PlayStation 4 and wishes to grind out the multiplayer achievements with me. Oh, yes. Zero, you generous goose! Thank you very much for your 79th gifted subscription. You are a very, very generous puppy mod. Admission paid. Curls up in the world color pile. Nyoka, you really must stop spawning right so close. Oh! Boulder dash. Wrong button! I am a smidgen overpowered. Oh, 79, yes. 10 too many. Recruitment, you have ammo for guns you don't own, guns I can't use, but my knife collection is freaking everywhere. I just found a hunting rifle between the cushions in my couch. This is a very curious place to find an elephant gun. Well, no, a hunting rifle, but still. Very curious place to find one. Zero is looking to fix it. Zero, cease!
Raps. Let's clear the sulfur sun fucks out so Hayes can rest in peace.
Such uncouth language is not becoming of you, Nyoka. I am highly overpowered for this. A knife, Malk. It was a knife. It was a knife. You have knives. I have swords. Well, in truth, I have one knife as well. But it is a piddly little thing. It is barely worth mention. In fact, the only reason I bought it was because of how it looks. In fact, I shall get it. Because I use it. Zera, thank you again for your 80th gifted subscription to yourself. Excuse me. You have outdone the Rocky Horror Show's opening song, from science fiction double feature to Outer Limits triple feature. Haha! This is the knife. It is a dragon on a motorcycle. Essentially a dragon cycle. I use this to open up boxes. That's not a knife. This is a knife. That's not a knife. That is a spoon. Ah, you have got me. I see you have played Knifey Spoony before. Apparently everyone else has one. Now Malk has 43 subs, I do. But what is a man? Where is my plucked chicken? I must show what a man is. Again, a movie I have not seen. Hayes' grave. Buried near the surface of Hayes' grave is a small lockbox. Its hinges rusted through and its wood almost completely rotted. It nearly falls apart in your hands. But in it you manage to find a tarnished silver medallion bearing letters Charon. Through tooth marks and the gradual wearing away of sulfide, you can barely make out an epitaph carved into this tombstone's face. Got himself eaten, doing the right thing. Nyoka.
Hayes was the best self-sacrificing son of a saint I ever met. Halcyon is worse off without him. Now, if we're gonna lure the Manta Queen out, we'll need to find Rebecca and Anders. They took a UDL contract on Terra 2. We never heard from them again. Think it's time I call in a favor with Hiram. If anyone can track them down, it's him.
Spoon, the most powerful weapon ever. It is one of my grandfather's favorites. Your stomach's killing. You have not eaten yet, Edward! Begone! Eat! I've already told you twice. And have food before your boss kills you. I have that power. I will send Smeagol after you. Finally, that little wastrel will have a use. But Smeagol's always useful. Not in a good way, you are not, you little urchin! Hold on, tell me about the UDL contract. This voice is even further away than how Chenya usually sounds.
I don't know much about it. It paid well, so they took it. They said they'd be back in a couple of weeks, and that maybe we could all use the money to get off Monarch. That was a long time ago.
Smeagol seems to have a humiliation kink. This is also true. Diogenes, the only man to tell Alexander the Great to stand aside, and Alexander did. Yes.
I should have. I really should have. But soon after they left, Hayes and the others died. And to be honest, after him, I stopped trying. Because it hurt like hell to do so.
It is good. Sorry, I was inspecting the insides of my shot glass. It has held up. For what it is worth, I'm glad you're trying to confront it.
Thanks. I'm still not convinced I won't come to regret it, but we've started down this path. Might as well see it through. Maybe it'll stop me screaming at night.
Ah, Malrus,
Come on.
welcome. Tally ho!
Before Hiram dies of old age.
Were you expecting it to break down? Now you show up, I know. The peasant arrives. Yeah, I guess him in pain now. Thanks, buddy. Sorry to hear that, TJ. Now who shows up? You, Malrus. The peasantry arrives. Ah, yes, Devil's Peak Station. I forgot. I was supposed to go to speak to him first. I had to waste the last bit for the week on Nugget. And Lydia is highly amused. Using college? I do not believe you. Peasants do not get to go to college. You are in a cardboard box with the word college written backwards in crayon and badly spelled with a K and a H. Yes, college. TJ eating a tree at Monk. You should know this does not work. I will simply eat the tree again. For Nyoka should know that once you start down this path, forever shall it dominate her destiny. Yes, it shall. Mal need months to go to college. Aha, Mal has become the Tem. And we all know what we say to Temmie, do we not? We say, Hoy. Ah, you eating the cheese, it's Mal, not me. I was used to you doing it at me throughout the entirety of Mori's stream. Donate flakes to Ryder. I do not wish to know what sort of flakes you are donating.
So much for peace and quiet. Would it kill the universe to cut me some slack?
Nyoka needs a favor.
Oh, great. I love doing pro bono work for friends.
Aw, you called us friends. I'd normally entertain your self-aggrandizing delusions, but this time it's important.
Then he would be in good company, and Solid Snake and Big Boss would be right beside him in their own boxes.
I do recognize that you may have
Snowflakes.
earned some
Ah,
goodwill during
I was thinking others.
laboring for me.
Why has he got a zigzag on his cheek? Scars, don't you know? Apparently. Ah, yes, Lydia was the one that absolutely broke me. I got into Temmie Village, and seeing it, I was broken. And then I spoke to everyone. Hoy, I'm Temmie. Hoy, I'm Temmie. Hoy, I'm Temmie. Hi, I'm Bob. I died then. I perished. I ceased to be from laughter. She's your friend, and she's in need. You're the only one who can help. Yes.
Tug on my heartstrings, why don't
You ungentlemanly gentlemen, what did you think?
Look, I'll do what I can, alright?
Feces!
Rebecca Hodges and Anders Wadsworth. They took
Also,
a
my
UDL
favourite stream was when
contract
Tem
back
broke
Monarch
you
went to shit,
twice.
and I need to
Yes, in
find
a
them.
very short space
I
of
believe them to
time.
be on Terra too.
Undertale broke me in
UDL
many
hired
ways.
back then.
Many
It would have been
ways.
for creature clearing purposes, round one of their Spacer's Choice outposts. These are the coordinates for the outpost under the last UDL contract. Now scram. And, good luck. Give my regards to Phineas.
Shoot you in the eye! Right there!
You think you're tough waving that thing around?
Yes, I can kill you in a single shot. Nyoka's hair looks like spicy ramen. To me, it looks like gummy worms. Long, delicious, spicy gummy worms. You studied in cardboard box? I dreamed of studying in cardboard box. Ha! Luxury! I studied in the gutter across the road from the apprentice hall, and we were grateful for the status. 4 Yorkshiremen sketch. Yes, 4 peasants. Comparing their level of peasantry. It does. How many children have you eaten out of your factory, Mark? I have no children in my factory. I assure you. I am not some awful hoity-toity factory owner. No, such professions are beneath me. No. Why am I being directed out there? That is not the way I'm supposed to go, I am certain. Yes, I need to simply leave this place. Zero simply says, well, that is where you get water from. Factory child, eating and owning said factory. Don't have any children in your factory. No! We are not going into any sexual innuendo here either. Red, I have a singular policy in video games. If their age is on the clock, they're ready for the Glock. Ha! How can I think of my brothel? Ah! Yes, Zero's famous enterprise. You have them in your basement. I do not own children in any way, shape, nor form. Unless you count Smeagol, who has the mentality of a child. You heard me, Smeagol. Now then, precious. Be silent, you fool. What do I need to do? Why do I need to go there? Ah! Emerald Vale. So I need to go back to my ship. Not to Stellar Bay, but to my ship. However, I hate to abandon ship so early, but I'm going to fall out of the chair and die apparently if I don't go to sleep. I need that twice. Zero, go! Sleep well, and I shall speak to you later. My thanks for coming in as long as you did, though. Malone's children, yes, we know of your ownership of Lafay. Ah, yes, the surprise adoption of Smeagol. Poor Smeagol. No, it is not Smeagol. Not poor Smeagol. They're old enough to cry, they're ready for the mines. Ah, the mines, that is where you find good employment these days. Have fun with the rest of the stream. I shall. Who's the greater fool, precious? The fool or the fool who follows him? They're both fools! The greatness of foolness does not matter. Ah, you watch me selecting. My shot glass has placed a curse. Or is it beneficial?
We're now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
One of the two. What do you call mines owned by gremlins? The mines of Mori! I hate that I like that so much. I will have to inform Mori of this. And thank you for the hydration, Ed. I am needing it. My throat is sore. Drink for you, I shall drink for all. Do you? No! Children in a factory? I see. You are a fraud-mouthed keeper of Smeagol. I do not keep children in a factory. I find workers in mines. Smeagol does not exist in a factory. Smeagol exists wherever he does. And I hate him for it. Oh lords, do I hate Smeagol. But I can never be rid of him. Ah! It's all the way out there. Well, I'm fairly certain I have been there before. So it reminds me, I need to work on some more audio assets. My stream is woefully underfurnished. I need ones for 1,000 bits, 5,000 bits, 10,000 bits, and Prime subs. These all deserve their own ones. Yes, we are going over there, but there is nothing in our path, for I have already destroyed everything. Why did talking Smeefgill make me laugh so much? Because typos are funny. Mantiqueen's got big old titties. They do. Oh! Blast! That is foulness incarnate. I should have said breasts. Man, they have 6. What? They must be red light districts. They would be. Smeagol. Nah, Smeefgill. Well. Down the hatch. Ah. Such an uncouth way to drink wine, but it works. So, Smeagol took lessons from Schrodinger's cat, or did he just eat it? Smeagol is Schrodinger. And the cat. And everything related. And has anyone ever stopped to consider that maybe Pavlov's greatest achievement is that every single time we think of Pavlov, we think of a ringing bell. Down the hatch, bully! Skmeemilf, no! Smeagol is not a MILF! Smeagol could be, no!
Rebecca! Anders! Come on out!
No, they're dead! Well, that's worked! Capital idea! Parvati, out the way! You see, Mal, this is why I encouraged you to go with long rifles, and this weapon. The damage it puts out is silly. Ah, missed. Tarnation, missed again. I'm shooting worse than Ed. Aha, they're both using the same weapon. I've only just realized this. Haha. Also, shot glass, really high class. Oh, drink from wine glass. I do not own any wine glasses. If I drank an entire wine glass of wine every single time I behaved in an ungentlemanly fashion, I believe I would get intoxicated very quickly. Overly intoxicated, one might say. And that would not be fun for anyone. I would be pretty much as this person is, completely legless. There you are, Edward, the first candidate for the stream thumbnail. You're eating a bacon toast sandwich. That sounds delicious. Slowing down time sounds like a mosquito in my brain. Yes, that can also work.
Huh. Rebecca taught me this once. You can jerry-rig these old locks so as they don't open anymore. But we've only ever done that if we're in a real bind. Here, I'll fix it.
I hath seen with my own ocular receptors the sheer power of the deceased eye rifle. Aha! You're attempting to be as high class as I! Good show.
Hey, take a gander. The door's busted. Rebecca? Anders? You in there?
We're just going to say this. That leg on the top looked like a lady part. Ah! Filthy mind.
Oh no. What did you do? Oh, Nyoka. I'm sorry.
Ah, Mal is just being verbose. As opposed to vulgar. Eating goose and boar sandwich. frightful. Rusty journal. Its display is faded and the buttons are almost entirely rusted through, but you can still make out bits and pieces of what looks like Rebecca's final entries. Lord help me, but Anderson was right. We never should have taken this contract. I thought Monarch was bad, but this is unbearable. Excuse me. Borscht sandwich. Capital food. Everyone here is blind or addled or I do not know what. The towns won't let us walk in without an employment contract. I can't even find someone to let me send a message. For all the capable folk here, we are stuck. Back home, we had to fight for every meal because there were no meals that you didn't make yourself. Here, there's plenty, but nobody's allowed to give you one. We've been stealing bits and pieces of life from whatever we can. Anderson is about ready to sign up, offer his life in service to Spacer's Choice just so he can take a shower. Clara, I hope that to the architect this never reaches you, but on the off chance it does, I want to say I'm sorry. Anderson and I fucked up. We didn't take the contract for the bits. We didn't take it because Primal sounded cool. We took it because we wanted out. Monarch's a living hell. We were sick of getting sick. Ah! Curses, I said hell! Of boiled raptidon, stinking like sulfur no matter how hard you scrub. Of fighting, day in and day out. We're exhausted. We thought we could use the contract money to find a better place here. Settle down. This place is no better. It's just different. We're starving all the same. We never should have left. I just thought maybe we could do better. I miss you, kid. Word is at the door. Anderson's bled out. I'm on my way. I won't let them get me. Not alive anyway. I've seen what those monsters do. Ah.
They were... That bitch! They were all set to abandon us! What would Clara say, huh? Every day she'd ask if we heard from you. And she'd have forgiven you. The kid had a soul that made the sulfur smell like roses. Ugh. Hard to leave your medallions to rot with you, but Clara would want to be buried with her sister.
Favourite companions in this adventure? Parvati. Parvati by a long way. And also Ellie. Doom Eternal and DLCs are good down. No, they are not, Smeagol. You should be fired out of a cannon for that opinion. Shush, Smeagol. I said the F word, did I? I do not believe you. Is there anything of the F word in here? Ah! Yes, I did. Yes, you are very right. I shall take another drink for that. Oh, tarnation. I've seen what those monsters do. Sounds like Jello Cup times. Yes. We'll worship Bethesda, or we'll choose the games above always others precious stone-free. Smeagol. I will liquefy you! Your opinions are trash! Just like your behavior. Say, Parvati and Ellie are great. Love their banter. Yes. And also, if you have done Perils on Gorgon, and you have also done Parvati's companion quest, Getting Past the Guards, oh, that is brilliant. When you threaten them and say, you can do whatever you like to me, but imagine what Junlei would do when she hears you have harmed her girlfriend. And they respond with, what? Parvati comes in and says, hi, I am the girlfriend. I lost it. Now, I try not to use Ellie and Parvati. I still end up using them. They are the best. Ugh. Malk sounds like some godlike creature telling off humans. I am! I'm a dragon. What are you drinking besides water? Cardboardo! It is the greatest. I say it is the greatest. It is the only rosé I've ever enjoyed. I typically do not enjoy anything wine-related besides red. Now, because a god creature, I am. Camera zoom in breast. Often, yes.
At least I know. Ought to have learned by now that getting one's hopes up tends to open them to being dashed across the stars. I hate to say this, but Clara died thinking her sister was still fighting to get back home. I'm glad. If she were still alive now, break her to know the truth.
What's in Vandal is delicious. It is. I will have to admit to that. Usually when it comes to wine, I do not like the sweeter kinds. But that is an appropriate level of sweetness. She still wants to know just the same as you did.
Yeah, maybe. I'm used to disappointment. She was still so naive as to let it hurt her every time it happened. Only thing left is to take these medallions home, which means figuring out how to bait the Mana Queen out of our old base. The most pissed off I've ever seen.
And Necromancer trying to steal his games and replace it with awful ones. Haha.
I'd wager the stench of a primal might do the trick.
Can you say female thorax skin? I can. Might do it. I didn't think there was anything about the wilderness you don't know.
That'd be boring. Half the fun in exploring is the fact that you're on an unknown trail. I've never had the pleasure of hunting primals, but I hear they're all over Scylla. Let's tear a few apart, shall we? I'm sure they've got pheromones. Everything does.
Not a fan of vines at all. Maker's Mark Bourbon, Major's Reserve Scotch, and beer is my choice of drink. Ah, a cultured whiskey drinker. I salute you, sir. I am very much a fan of whiskey. I very rarely have the money to buy it. It just tends to be expensive. And also, whiskey is something to be sipped and enjoyed and savoured. It does not do well with a drinking stream. This is how to not lose monetization on YouTube challenge. Indeed it is. And if I cared about such things, it would be helpful. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why this weapon is overpowered. To be fair, I have also tinkered it, I believe. Yes. It is a level 2 and a level 35 rifle. I can tinker it once more. Oh wait, no. Tinkering you can get to a maximum of 5 levels above your own. You don't rust your good whiskey indeed. Yes. I'm also a fan of ciders. And ales. A very good Belgian ale. Ooh, that is definitely my happy place. Ew. I took his brain. Russia whiskey and the burn will make you pay. Agreed. My father, not the biological one, the stepfather, who has been more of a father to me, has a rule. For every year the whiskey has been matured, is a second that you hold the whiskey in your mouth before swallowing. I will agree. If you take a 12-year aged whiskey and you hold it in your mouth for 12 seconds before swallowing, my word, do the flavours really come out. DJ, I'm also trying to get back home at time, but you keep kicking me out like some child, because you don't listen to me when I try to get home through a portal in the cave. Mal, you had your first Strongbow dark fruits a few days ago. Also my first Strongbow ever. Don't really drink. In fairness, Strongbow is not usually cider. It is a chemical formation that tastes vaguely like cider. Strongbow is usually what I drink after I've had a few and I no longer care what it tastes like. However, Strongbow dark fruits, it tastes wonderful. compared to usual strongbow anyway. Blueberry cider is great. It is. Especially, my favourite is Copperbellier. Now, anyone who is not Swedish will think I've mispronounced that, but beware, I have been to Sweden. I was taught the proper pronunciation of that cider. It is Copperbellier, not Kopparberg. I have no idea why, but it's Swedish. I used to be a gifted linguist. Used to. Now, there is more rust on my language skills than everything inside the Unreliable. Aha! Scylla! We'll be doing a lot of this. Traveling around, I say.
Destination
Pardon me.
reached.
I believe, also, that we will not get all the companion quests done in a single stream. Which just means I get to stream the Outer Worlds even more. I have no issue with this. Corvelio is a good cider indeed. It is. There's also one that I do not know the pronunciation of, but it is written as Recorderlig. That is also a very good cider. Very fine cider. However, finding even better flavours of it is a challenge. At around Christmas time, they release a winter berries version, which when warmed is wonderful. Attempting to find it, even in Christmas time, is a challenge. Most places sell out very quickly. Used to be a gifted linguist, now I am merely cunning. My tongue skills are widely spoken of. I can be a gentleman and lewd at the same time. Haha! Mal, I used to be a gifted linguist, then I was forced to take French. I reckon you never was a fan of it. They do some very different flavours. It's a very different taste. I think it might be the case of that I will just drink any form of cider, and I will enjoy it because it is cider. Ah! These things die! Ooh la la! I used to encounter quite a number of French people in a previous guild. Well, a number is probably generous. But there were a fair few French people in the guild I used to be in Final Fantasy XIV. Whenever they would speak in French, I would reply with, yes, yes, baguette to you too. They would get rather irate at that. La mange, la pomme de terre. I eat the potato. Who does not eat potato? That's a mega primal. That might be painful. Well, that happened. Oh, he went underground. Oh, this could not be good. Die! I said, die, you fiend! It's dead. Fully translated, I eat the apple of the earth. French is indeed a very strange language. However, whenever you do one-to-one translations, they always are, as the peasants say, strange. Ah, I am overburdened. This will not do. That's better. For now. Or you should find somewhere to sell things. Now remember, things are sold through. Ah, I missed. I fired at a rock. I thought that was a primal, but no, it was a rock. And how do gods say strange? We say bizarre. Ha! I have the pheromone gland. I need more? I need more! Curses! I am near a hostile? I do not believe I am near hostiles. I am burdened. Let me consume 80 cans of salt tuna and 115 pounds of boar sausage links. You will not be overburdened any longer, but the toilet afterwards, oh, it shall carry a mighty burden. I do not avoid you out of fear, I avoid you out of convenience. I spare your life this day, hostiles. That was quite intriguing. Please, Primal, I want some more. Oh! Missed. There we are. Using this weapon is maybe a tad unfair. What? Please, Sir Primal, I want some more. And cue the music. With really meaty pizza and chips. I have no idea what I shall be eating for tonight. But I am hungry. I desire food. Ever heard Jeremy Irons sing, "Why can't the English learn to speak?" I have not. But Jeremy Irons is a wonderful person. Well, he's a wonderful actor. Ah, I am overburdened once more. Break down the weapon. Yes. Why am I still carrying this? Parvati, you don't require this anymore. 66, 55. Oh, you do not. Nyoka, you should become the new trans icon. It suits you, Nyoka. Eat dead? He cannot aim. Why would I wish to eat inferior meat? Look it up, it's hilarious. I shall. Aha! Your height was a disadvantage. I could see you over the rocks. Next time you're at your ship, you can put those weapons in a locker. Or I could find... Oh, of course, yes. Those weapons I am keeping on me. I should probably store them. I had never thought to do that in my entire time of playing this game. For a peasant, Mal... You have some good ideas. Piece of the lyrics. In France, every Frenchman knows his language from A to Z. The French never care what they do, actually, as long as they pronounce it properly. And how do the French pronounce their language? However they choose. Because it makes no sense. If you have studied any Germanic language, French will drive you insane. Because it does me. Pronounce it in French. Ed claims that he is not tasty, and yet he always claims about smelling like delicious boys. I think this is a ruse. Prodigious size has no intrinsic merit unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue. Aha. Mal has some culture with verbose vocabulary, I see. Perhaps he is not entirely a peasant. I missed. That was my squad mate's kill, I confess. Ah, My Fair Lady. Classic musical. I have not seen it. I am not generally a fan of musicals. Apparently I bite myself in my sleep, so I should know. I bite from the inside of my mouth all the time. I know how this feels. He's going flying! There you go, Ed. Another stream thumbnail contender. Look up Jamie I and see that song. It's great. Musical is nothing on the thrill of a hunt. I have no idea where his body landed, but my compass indicator tells me it is there. He died there. He landed there. Got bite marks on your shoulder. You don't know where I got them from. Biting your own shoulder is an impressive stretch.
That queen ain't gonna go down easy. I can't wait. What's up?
These glands are gross. Take them, please. Speaking of thumbnail, send you the Mass Effect one.
Outstanding.
My thank you.
These ought to be enough. Let's get back to Monarch.
Let me see.
There's an old base I used to call home. I can get us in the door, but we'll have to shoot our way through the Queen's brood to get to the site.
Ha!
We'll set the
I like it. Yes.
password to the door is Charon.
1 second, I shall just have to download this. Before I forget it is there. Where is it? Mass Effect Andromeda. Saved. My thanks for that. Also, Lydia, if you're still here, your children look amazing. Just found and listen to it a moment. Should watch it full later. Wait, amazing. DJ, because I'm a so the French keep running away, even though I was drinking wine and not even noticed they're in my castle. Shame they were close to killing me, but they ran away in my traps. Ah! You have not fought a Belmont yet. Mal is grabbing his cucumber-infused water. His cucumbers are mostly water. It's water-infused water, with a hint of flavoring. Excuse me. What is Charon?
Hayes' idea. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, Nyoka. Charon. He said it was some old myth. Something about death and all the things we killed. Rest of us just thought it sounded cool, so here we are.
I like it. Let's do it. I believe I cannot fast travel because I'm encumbered. I believe, anyway. You can't fast travel while encumbered. Ah! Testiculars. However, there are vending machines there. Master doesn't like musicals. Master is a culture-deprived Philistine. Isn't he precious? Quiet, Smeagol. You do not know the meaning of the word Philistine. I'm surprised you could even pronounce it. Smeagol can pronounce a lot of things, even when I do not finish that sentence, Smeagol! Filthy thing. How am I enjoying Helldivers? In truth, Mal, I have not played it since I completed the tutorial. And then did my cape spin and customized myself. However, from what I have played, I like it. I look forward to being able to play it more. I probably would have played it last night. However, Doom Eternal somewhat sucked me in. No, but somehow help one of them. To be fair, vampires were annoying you as well. Vampires can be annoying. This is very true. Sell that. Sell that. I'm still overburdened. Sell all my junk. That has helped immensely. You've just noticed the time. Yes, you should have been preparing for... Well, I did not know you were planning to stream today yet. You should probably go and do that. Prepare for it. I had no idea that you streamed so often. So you have to move around still. As for the record, what do you mean now? If you do not feel up to streaming, then do not do it. You are under no obligation to stream any more than you want to. There's a loud TV now. Ah, my apologies, DJ, and welcome back. So yes, this stream has taught me this will have to be a one-off, because my throat, it hurts.
We're now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain.
Find me a locker. Ah, there's a locker. Transfer. Puts all of my weaponry in there. No! You fiend! Give me my energy cells back. I do not use them, but still, you fiend. That will help me immensely. Workbench. Can I tinker my weapon? How have I not got the science skill? What have I been doing with my life? Why is my science skill so low? I believe my persuade skill is possibly too high. However, if I put any future levels up into science, I should be fine. Give one to Smeagol. No, Smeagol does not need to be intoxicated. He will not know what to do. Your iPad is on 1% battery. It is the thing you use to read chat. You should take this time to charge it, or postpone the stream. That's what I needed. You have a dedicated chest in your room with no risk of the store items disappearing. Ah, I forgot about this. Take all. I forgot. I have not used this.
I so enjoy watching you sleep for hours on end, Captain. It's quite entertaining the way you drool and whimper.
Ada, you are creepy. Am I streaming Last Light tonight, or have plans changed? I am streaming Last Light tonight. Unfortunately. I wish that I were not. But no, I shall be streaming it. There. What is this? Ah, the llama. The llama thing. So me the way to go home. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. Had a little drink about an hour ago, and it's gone right to my head. This bullet will be going to your head in a moment, Smeagol. Be quiet. Cease your drunken stupor. The ship computer is GLaDOS. Ah. I still have issue with the people who said that GLaDOS is the most evil computer AI ever. I say, you fools! You have not encountered Shodan. Now give me advice. Yes, just stream what you want. People like you when you enjoy games. Also like, man, I really wish I was not streaming this. Aha! Yes. But secretly, I may want to stream it. Because with certain things, the only way I will play a game is if I stream it. And when it comes to the Masochism Monday, they may be terrible games, but I am determined. Shodan is cold. She is. And in System Shock 2, she really comes into her own. But still in System Shock 1, she still is chilling. And System Shock 1 is now available either to pre-order or to buy, I cannot remember which, but for 32 English pounds sterling. I recommend it. The demo I played of it was glorious. It was essentially a complete rebuild of the original game from the ground up. And it was graphically incredible. Now, where, oh where, are you having me be? All the way back out there. I see. Shame you cannot stream it. I cannot stream the first one, no. I can, however, stream System Shock 2. That I have found out. System Shock 1, however, I neither own the original, nor have the capability to stream the remake. Because my computer, it is worse than Smeagol for doing things. Guessing it is on Steam. Possibly, but I know it is for sure on GOG.com, where I get as many games as possible, because their customer service is out of this world, and they frequently have very good sales on. Out of this world when playing Outer Worlds. Haha!
I'm ready. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Here we go.
Enter passcode. Charon. Passcode accepted. Transition to Mantisaur Hive. Embrace tranquility. Or embrace murder. Give more wine to Smeagol. Ha! The only wine I have is in this box. It's not for Smeagol. Because I have not messed up. Was System Shock 2 qualified for Massacres of Monday? Ah, no. I enjoy System Shock 2. Massacres of Monday is for games that could have been so much better, but turned out to be awful. System Shock 2 does not qualify, for System Shock 2 was fantastic. It is simply old, like me. However, that said, I am older than System Shock 2 by quite a number of years. Search the hive for remains of Nyoka's friends. Inspect the Mantisaur feeding grounds. Surprised you haven't kicked me out of the cave and haven't gone through the portal yet to go home. Because Smeagol does not live in a cave, and nor do I. It would appear that I have respect at some point. I do not know why I respect. Chin used to be good at so many things, and now she is a specialist. Just no more? Ah! No, Smeagol, you should have no more.
Well, this is the spot.
Splat.
You know, I thought I'd be angry. I thought I'd storm in here in a rage and exterminate all these bugs and everything would be alright in the end. But I ain't. I'm mostly just empty. A little sad, maybe. The first night Hayes and I spent in here, we knew it was home. It's safe. It's got a nice chill to it. But mostly, it doesn't stink of sulfur.
That's our talk.
Monarch folks often joke about it. Not because of
Is
the
that name
smell or
pronounced
the
as Nokia?
grittiness
No,
in
it's
your throat.
Nyoka.
Not because of the headaches or the coughing. It's because there's no escaping it. It's life here, and there ain't anything you can do about it.
Just say Nokia either way.
Here.
Just Nyoka.
Somehow the sulfur never made it. The nights we spent in here felt like vacations. So we started building. We hauled in steel, hired sublight folk to help. That's how we met Anders and Opal. They stuck around after our contract was up. Opal liked camping. Anders liked chasing her tail. 4 of us for a while, scraping together what bits we could to build our home. Then came Rebecca, a sawbones out of the Cascadia survivors, who took a kindness to Hayes. And Clara, her little sister. I'll admit I wasn't keen on taking her on at first, but for a teenager, she was surprisingly capable. More like attached at the hip to her older sister. Got a kind of strength between them, I suppose. She had a head for numbers, helped us trade hides for food and materials, negotiated contracts. Turned out to be mighty useful.
I realized I should have been vocalizing
Clara, Hayes,
my choices.
Anders, Rebecca,
Apologies.
Opal, and me. 6 folks, 1 name, 1 family. Charon. Despite Monarch trying to kill us day in and day out, we managed to belong.
You were a family. I'm sorry they're gone, Nyoka.
Me too, Captain. But I'm starting to think that maybe I found another. Now let's get to shooting before I get all sentimental.
Capital idea. Ah, wrong button again. Ah, I forgot I had a phobia. This complicates matters. Not at all. That was remarkably simple. In Hades, Charon has a mean swing with his oar. He does indeed. I have yet to encounter him, but I have seen Brett fight him. You cannot suppress me forever, Malkala. No, it's precious. We get stronger at his most core fights. His will weakens and will takes over. Yes, indeed, precious. As once we had his body, no one separates me from my precious ever again. Smeagol, I will burn you out with the fire of a dragon. No, you won't. Smeagol, I will destroy you. Come try it, bitch. Cursed Smeagol. I have fought him, till one swing took 1/3 of my health. Oh, that sounds like one devilish fight.
I wish these were more auspicious circumstances, but at least we're all here. This, bringing them together, burying them. This is the kind of thing Hayes would have done. That makes it stupid. By all accounts, we should have left well enough alone, but that also makes it right. Captain, thank you.
You're welcome, Nyoka.
You mind if we rest a spell before we head out? I'd like to bury Opal and Clara proper before I lay everyone's medallions to rest.
Of course, although I think you should hold on to the medallions.
What? Why? Them's painful memories, Captain.
DJ Smeagol found... You think you found the ring? Haha! I already own the ring. You cannot tempt me away with your pathetic imitations. That's it. That's the word. You destroy my master. You destroy yourself, my precious, for I am you. Dragons cannot be destroyed by their own flames. I will bathe in them, and you shall be excised. They like to be remembered once in a while, even if it hurts.
Huh. That ain't a bad point. All right, Captain. Thanks.
Yeah, but the next time I had Athena's dash, he took the damage instead, although he has more health than me. This is true. And I believe that quest is now finished. Yes. However, we have Max's quest to go and pick up now. Back to the ship we go. Ah. It was already signaling the point out, I just refused to follow it. Also, Smeagol is sounding less and less like Smeagol and more like Mr. Hyde. He is possibly both. Can you turn it down? Turn it down a bit, my brain. Right, where's the wrench? Now, back to the ship. Whilst I was doing this, I shall go and take a quick bathroom break. I shall return post-haste. I have returned. Apologies, I seem to have been holding a frog in my throat for a bit too long there. Right, oh, well, there's a slight hydration train, at least. Of course, of course. As you should probably pull off now. If you're planning to stream, yes, you probably should. See you soon, Edward. Red, if I have Smeagol talk a line of lyrics, would that be DMCA? I wanted to speak the part of the Jekyll and Hyde musical now. It probably would. I would not want to risk it. Oh god, I remember there's a game called Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. There probably was. Nicholas, you're missing 4 points. Ah. Do not worry. Usually when I go for a bathroom break, there's enough time to accumulate such points. Remember someone got DMCA'd for using a blender so anything can happen. Yes, this is true. See you later, Edward. Have a good stream. I shall probably raid you soon. I'd highly recommend listening to the Jekyll and Hyde musical. How performed by Anthony Warlow. Man, does he pull off the differing voice of them. That is impressive. Oh, don't smell poison, but it smells delicious. Look at her ankles. Oh my. Yes. Chinya is a refined and beautiful woman. I love the Jekyll and Hyde musical. I have at least one of their songs on most of my playlists. Wait, this is not high class voice? It is. It's just not growly. That is the difference. I need to know Alive and Confrontation are my favourite tracks. Right, I should take the hydrations now. Thank you in order from Vaughn, Red, and Nikos. Alive is what I was going to put in Smeagol Confrontation. Is another favourite song along with Murder Murder. I'm also having to give my throat a bit of a break because doing the high class voice a lot really hurt. Or at least doing it with that much growl in it. No, that is not right. I need to go and talk to Max.
Notice how our crew's a lot like that crime family from The Masked Marketeer?
Then Nyoka is...
Ah, see, look, in Sam's crew quarters. Now there's the kick me sign.
Drinks like a fish. That's Nyoka.
No, DJ, I will not be reciting that. Ah, Max's room. Talk.
Anyone with eyes to see would not be shocked to hear that the colony is dying. But the board's solution, on the other hand, choosing to save themselves and their families and friends at the expense of the rest of the colony? Those fucking bastards.
How
What are we going
uncouth,
to do
sir.
about this?
I'll just dig more into the issue and sort it all out.
Yes, of course. And when you do, you can count on me to back your play. Your instincts haven't failed us so far. Anything you'd like to discuss?
I wanted to ask you about that book. Does it have something to do with your religion?
Bakonu, the author, had some interesting
guy who doesn't
theories
speak
about
French. This
man's
is indeed the one who
perception
does
of
not speak
reality that I
French.
thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
Shock horror! A vicar searching for a banned book sets a bad example, doesn't it?
The story of my life. Most lay people are not aware of this, but
You just remembered
we've
Warframe is not
discovered any
crossplay.
new
It is
insights
not.
into the plan for a long time.
It is one of those games that really should
I
be,
had an
but it's
idea
not,
that we should
and
welcome
likely
the
will
truth,
not be
no matter
ever.
where we found
Because
it.
digital
I had the
extremes
worst
cannot
idea
be
to
bothered.
share my thoughts with a superior.
And also,
And
now that
that's how I
it's
ended
on
up
Switch,
assigned
you
to
have
prison
Nintendo
duty,
to contend
where I
with,
was fool
and
enough
they
to
will
let an
not allow
inmate
it.
bend my ear with
Because
stories of an
Nintendo do
original
not
Bakonu
like
journal.
anyone interacting with their technology outside of themselves. Because it's all at least 20 years old. Mention something called a
Philosophism is
philosophist.
a
What's
false
that?
religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death.
Any ideas where we can find someone who speaks French in this colony?
I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosophist scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
That sounds like a good lead. But where do we find him?
That's a good question. We should start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
How will crew manifest help us track down your scholar friend?
I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to track the Philosophist's off-world destination.
Sounds good, let's go!
Thank you, Captain.
And now we've started Max's companion quest. To the stars! Swallow, swallow, swallowing swallows. I know how to swallow and I can swallow you. Be quiet, Smeagol. I know how to swallow, but not in the way you are thinking. Foul individual. He is real subtle, Max. Real subtle. Yes. Very, very subtle. Blame Zira. I will blame Zira all day and all night. I will also blame Mori and Skoo. Stars, my destination! I will shoot for them. Oh! Oh my word! Oh, it burns! I did not think the stars would be so hot! Oh, it burns! It burns! She turned me into a cockasoo over herself. Ha ha! Yes. Ha ha ha! You almost said a foul word. Almost. Vicar Max! I do not care what you wear. I care about your perks. Ah. More hack skill. Yes. More dial combat effects duration. Yes. I do not care about the science weapon stuff though. Give you some. No. I want your health. No. I do not want that either. No. Those work better. Do not forget Lilith. Lilith is just us, and Tyr. This is also true, yes. I blame them as well. More Tyr than Lilith. Lilith only pops into my streams every now and then, and also, I'm far older than her. Hello and welcome, Skoo! I was just speaking of you. Talk about the devil, yes. Talk about the devil, and the Kitsune spirit shall appear. Haha, your tail was twitching. You knew you were being spoken of when I was blaming people for my filthy thoughts. I am a pure, honest dragon. And then I met so many others. Haha, Skoo senses. What? Ah, yes, Skoo, we know that you are not as say-so as you claim. Haha, no, you are not say-so. Maybe. Occasionally you are. But mostly, you are not. You are perhaps 5% say-so. Perhaps. I do wish that selector was just a smidgen faster.
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain.
Yes,
Your
pure,
fleet is
with all your
embarked.
folders, with Peni. Ah, I only have one folder. You are a fox, you deleted that folder, aha! But first, you sent it to me for safekeeping. Folders with Peni, please explain. Folders containing pictures of Peni. For references. Even when putting on the lighter version of this accent, my throat still hurts. Either I have damaged it with my previous one, or I am simply ill. Ah, you deleted 500 images from your phone of the forbidden skin showing. I am jealous. My old phone, could not even hold 500 images of anything. That just means that Tora and I shall have to refill those numbers. Swiftly. It just collects, aha! All on its own, I assume. Welcome back, Edgewater. You chose to lay. I wonder why. Did you put them on a different phone? Aha. Or did you put them on a laptop?
This is it. Security. I used the departures registry to find out which crew the scholar gets in and out with.
So you're going to leave for us for more than 10 minutes? Yes, Edward, you should. Yoink! On the PC. Aha! Just as I thought.
Got it. His name is
500 view number, but you should think, DJ, this is 500 on a phone.
Listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to.
For you. Funny enough, you used to have a enlarged P9 folder.
There's a domicile on Monarch.
Would this be
rented to the same bit card
a folder that is large, or the contents which are of large P9, or both? I have a feeling it would be both.
Oh,
You've hesitated, Vicar. What are you trying to hide?
I suppose I really didn't have much faith in actually finding him. Was a bit of a long shot, wasn't it?
Overabundance. Ah. For me, it would be both. This all seems awfully convenient.
I admit.
No idea why it has such a bad rep. It's perfectly natural, but then I remembered that the people who first tried to ban it were people who had worn it off.
You sometimes get a sense for these things.
Sounds good. Let's go. Haha, they were all of them. Deceived. Oh, sworn it off. This is true. Infinite super speed sprint for the win. Priests, yes. DJ, you have 8,000 of random pictures to be fair, and used to having 13,000, but I want to update your iPad. Rookie numbers, I still claim. Scoob being admin of an adult MLP forum and being one of the only femmes, your PMs were special. Yes, this I can imagine. Cloppers are a thing. Hate missing letters. It's fine. We got there in the end. Edward, if you would rather nap, then nap. Your health is more important than the stream. And yes, you may wish to hug Poppy, but sadly, that is not as possible. Heading back to Monarch. You have my sympathies as well, Scoo. That could not have been an easy thing to have constantly.
No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
Which planet has the biggest ladies? Ah, well, to be fair, if you count Mantiqueens as ladies, then it would be Monarch. They have huge ones here. If you're talking just about humans, well, sadly they are all around the same height. "12 foot tall, please." Ah, I believe a Mantiqueen is oh, actually, no. Maybe a Mantiqueen is about that tall. Ah, Lydia, you may or may not have fallen asleep. Or Ulseep. Ulseep is a good thing to fall. Then you were not here when I complimented you on your shoots. Your parsley. It looks lovely. Ooh, lunch. It's a good thing to finish up, but at the same time, it does not last long enough. Edward, you should be the one to rest. Do so. You're welcome, Lydia. I know how much pride you take in them, and it is definitely well warranted. They look amazing. And thank you for the hydration reminder, Scoo. I can hear someone outside playing with a power tool. Edward, you can't sleep, you have insomnia. Ah, but you said you wanted to nap. If you feel that way, you should probably rest. Even just laying down and resting and collecting yourself for a while will be a grand improvement. Smeagol liked those numbers. Smeagol does.
Knock, knock. Why is Reginald stumbling? It looks like he's not home. Let's search the room. Try to figure out where he's gone.
I will steal his stuff as well. Don't say it now, Mez. Now if you won't be able to sleep later. Then rest.
Oh, having a rough day.
I lost a shipment out for delivery.
Reginald Cheney's gold plat banning log. Day 152. Location. Blah. Conditions. Fair. Report. I can't believe I'm still stuck in this law-forsaken town, but at least I may have finally found a spot with promise. Down the tunnel, on a riverbank outside of town. Produced 1 nugget and 2 teeth. I wonder if I can find a dentist who'd pay something for the teeth.
Sounds like Cheney's gone gold.
Back to work you go. Thank you for coming in as long as you did, Scoo. Hope you have a pleasant day, and I will speak to you later.
I know.
This music, yes. This is the music that Zera can never think won't be starting into something else. Having listened to the song that she specified quite some time ago now, I agree.
3 days ago.
But don't worry, hearing your constipated voice is while resting. It is not constipated. You have no idea what constipation is if you think this is a constipated voice. This is high class, you peasant. Clearly know nothing of culture beyond bacteria. Gave you a big memory of the music you used to listen to a lot. It is very much a generic sound.
What do you want? Oh, hey, Vicar Max. What are you doing on Monarch? I thought scienticians ain't welcome here.
Haven't you heard? Everyone's welcome here. It's a fucking worker's paradise. But you wouldn't know anything about that, would you? Never worked a day in your miserable life. You're just a parasite, living off my goodwill. Well, guess what? My goodwill's exhausted, along with my temper.
I'm not so sure what's happening here. I'm always up for senseless violence. Please, proceed. Ah, that would be one option, but no. This guy doesn't look like much of a scholar, Max. Care to explain?
This is the guy who told me about the book while we were in prison. I lied about finding a scholar. But I don't care about any of that anymore. I just want to inflict massive amounts of pain on this guy.
Maybe he didn't know the book was in French.
Oh, he knew. Didn't you? Didn't you?
Okay, I admit it. I was tired of your high and mighty speechifying all the time. It was just a joke, I swear. I didn't mean nothing by it.
See, Captain? I've dealt with this swine before. I know how he thinks. Now, where were we? Oh, that's right. I was about to beat you. Severely.
Wait! I know who can translate the book for you.
It's too late for that. I threw away my life chasing fairy tales. Will punishing you fix any of that? Of course not. But by law, it will make me feel a whole lot better.
For some reason, I got the urge to go watch The Good, the Bad, the Ugly for the 50th time. Ha! Max, stop! It's not too late. Maybe the answer you've been looking for is in that book.
Okay.
talk, Rich.
emotion in their voice, something quite unique.
It was stolen from some sort of
It's a
expert
very
on
well
philosophism.
done game.
Weird hermit lady on Scylla. My father
Especially
used to
with
deliver
the voice
supplies to the
acting.
mining
This is why I
outposts
love
there.
Obsidian. There, that's sorted then.
I don't think so. A crazed hermit on Scylla? He's playing us for fools.
It's true. My father collected some extra bits on the side by diverting some of the supplies to the gal. The way he told it, he thought the book looked valuable, so he took it. Couldn't find any buyers when it turned out to not only be French, but banned as well.
You can go now.
And if that hermit isn't there, we're coming back for you.
Well, now to Scylla. And this is where his quest gets hilarious. Ah, I've just remembered. Tomorrow, I'll be playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. Getting back to dealing with Barrett. Ah, Barrett. Yes. Quickly becoming one of my favourite characters. Sulik's voice back in Fallout 2 was great. Grampy Bones. Yes. Yes. Which also reminds me of the tribal that you rescue in Fallout Tactics. I cannot remember his name, but when he talked about his little tribal, that made me cringe and laugh at the same time. So tomorrow is Horny Day. Yes. Yes. And Last Light. Last Light is tonight. We don't speak of Last Light because it is awful. However, we know that is gonna have to be done. Hopefully, Exodus will be better, though I doubt it. Just one thing that I think is still a downside of this, which is possibly down to it being on console, is that, well, the loading times. Yes, Vicar?
I want to thank you for talking some sense into me back there with Cheney. It has been a long time since I gave in to my violent enthusiasm.
DJ has just realised we are 13% done. Nice. Never mind that. Why did you feel the need to lie about Cheney?
You're right. I owe you an apology. I've been so obsessed for so long, I couldn't see anything else. You offered me a place on your crew, friendship, and I used you to get to Cheney. And
I shall go dip little tribal in holy oil and light it on purging fire to draw bad spirits away. I remember him, the poor man. Yes.
You owe me nothing, I know, but
Oh, yes.
I'm begging your forgiveness.
After invasive swab test. Oof. I've had one of those. They hurt. Think you need that wine for Last Light? No, I can just push through Last Light because I'm going to treat it like a shooter game and just power through and ignore most of it. But still call out how crap it is. Ah! Curses! I have cursed! Bear with me 1 second. It's a good thing we are near the end of the stream, because I'm running out of wine. Oh, that's got quite quite the sting to it. How's your plan? Ah, you foiled me. I understand. You will get a little obsessed sometimes. You're forgiven.
Thank you. I promise I'll be nothing but truthful from this point forward.
Let's move on. All the way to the abandoned mining outpost. Also, if you made certain choices, you could meet him later, where you complain that his little tribal had fallen off. Oh. Oh, well. Ouch. And I thought that was bad enough. We're here. It looks like in this one stream we may be able to complete 2 companion quests, which is a capital bit of progression, leaving us only 1 to deal with, and then on to the DLC next week.
What have the solar winds deposited on my doorstep now? Just more dirt and debris? Or do you actually believe you are here seeking the truth? I must admit, I tire of the truth seekers. Mayhaps you're here to rob me? That would be so much more exciting.
I could shoot her. We're here to get this book translated. Max?
We've been told this was once yours. I believe the knowledge within here contains the answers I seek. Answers that will free men's minds from toil.
I can translate it, but it won't do you any good. I can see you are a man in a hurry, and the insights in that book would take you years of study to fully comprehend.
I've spent my life in contemplation. I believe my mind is prepared to receive the truth.
Tactics has some great small moments. It did. Tactics is a wonderful game, which I now own. Well, I owned a while ago. That's just something I need to test. I need to test if Fallout 1, 2, and Tactics actually work on stream. If so, I can stream them for you. We've come a long way to help Max get some peace. Is there anything you can do to help?
There is one way that can speed up the process. It involves a combination of several ingredients, some of which can be fatal. It is not for the faint of heart or the unprepared.
Well, Max said he was prepared, didn't he?
And I believe he may be right. There is both violence and peace warring inside you, Max. This process would be extremely tenuous for one such as yourself.
I'm committed, no matter the cost.
I don't know, Captain. Is this safe? I don't think this is safe.
Ah, yes. Hearing Parvati speak has reminded me. One of the voice actor for Parvati is so talented. One of her other roles? Tiny Tina from Borderlands. Yes, same voice actress, if you can believe it. Although remember the Farley family you could meet in Fallout 2, where you could get a shotgun wedding? Ah, yes, I do. Because you could bed one of the farmer's children. Apparently you could also try and bed the farmer himself. That was hilarious. You can go back to the ship if you're uncomfortable.
I don't want to leave you all on your lonesome. I'll just... Oh, fine, I'll do it.
I adore Parvati.
All right. Head on into the meditation room and partake of the sacramental incense. It's waiting on the table when you're ready to begin.
We're gonna get high. Explosions! Actually, I don't know who this could be safe. Explosions! Hold square. Breathe deeply. Yeah, you good. Or his Brahmin. I did not know you could romance his Brahmin. Ah!
Poor Maximilian. Maximilian, why are you still doing this? You've been fighting against the world since before you left home. Haven't you figured out yet that the more you fight, the more pain you cause yourself?
Mother, you're dead. You can't be here. I knew this was too good to be true. These are just cheap hallucinogens that have... What's happening to my voice? Does my voice sound weird to you? And what's wrong with your face?
Y'all see these stars I'm seeing? Gosh, they're pretty. Like shimmers in the sea.
Parvati on drugs is a wonderful thing. See what happens if you hit her! Attack! If she's a hallucination, why am I seeing her too?
We are obviously the victims of a tasteless joke being perpetuated. Perpetrated? I mean, we're being made fools of, aren't we? When I get out of here, I'm going to show that hermit what you get for messing with me.
Maximilian, always ready to give up, to lash out, always searching for answers, but always in the wrong place, never looking inside himself.
I hope you'll pardon my interruption, but I think it's because he's unhappy with himself.
You could, and it would follow you, and you could sell it at the farmer's market in Reading. Ho ho ho! Yes! I have made love to this Brahmin. I have married her, and now I sell her. That sounds apt for Fallout 2. Very apt. We came all this way. You ought to at least hear her out.
Thank you. It relieves me to see there's at least one positive influence in my son's life after all these years. Has he told you how he thoughtlessly abandoned us?
Thoughtlessly? How could you say that? I only wanted you and Father to be proud of me. I was going to be the perfect vessel. I was going to be a better... more full of the plan. This year, it's all coming out wrong. The plan. It filled you with a joy I could never feel. I wanted it. And being a laborer made me miserable. I was better than that.
You certainly convinced yourself you were. But don't feel bad. We continually lie to ourselves, weaving stories in a vain attempt to convince us that we are in control of anything. These stories are how we try to make sense of our lives, but they are not real, are they? They're just stories. You need to drop your story and see the truth.
Stories are real. If they mean something, if they inspire you to kindness or action, but maybe Max's story about himself is all wrong, and that's why he's so unhappy.
Parvati is adorable, and I love her and protect her. And there were special encounters you could find, they were great, yes. Oh, all the film references, like the Bridge of Death. The Monty Python Bridge of Death was a hilarious encounter. Seeing the truth is easier said than done.
You want me to give up my discipline? My control? Oh, but I can't. I can't. Without order, there is chaos.
You need to love the chaos, Maximilian. Let it envelop you. Take you where it will. Besides, you really have no choice anyway.
No, that's not true. The basis of everything is order, not chaos. It's true, I know it is. So did you. Why are you denying it? Before you died, the plan made you happy.
No, it didn't. I made myself happy. There's nothing holding you back but you. If you can't understand that, you will never understand anything. Goodbye, Maximilian.
This whole thing, it's just a farce, right? Just my own brain working against me? You couldn't be more right. Hello, Max. What? Who? Why do you look like me? Are you me?
controlled. I have no doubts. And I don't exist. Yet you have judged yourself against me your whole life. Why? Why do you berate yourself for not being me?
Ellie was great fun here. I believe Ellie was the one I took along with me when I did this in another playthrough. So yes. Yes, I can imagine that she was hilarious. Also, the Star Trek shuttle with Dead Red Ghost. Yes. Yes, that was wonderful. Wait, stories are real? Oh, that's why Big Bad Wolf is here. Huh. Yes. Werewolves exist. Max, I figured it out. You need to kill this guy. Now!
What are you talking about?
He's yourself. You need to get rid of him. Get it? It's almost like a bad joke. Are you me? My brain. Yes, let's have sex. Me. Okay.
I can do that. We can handle
Well, he did it himself. It's fine. I think I broke it by going into tactical time dilation. I am now inside Parvati. I am very much inside Parvati. This is not an ideal situation. Jackie's horny for himself. Yes, it does sound that much. Oh. You want to black out again? I said that you should not use tactical time dilation at this point.
I see you're back with us. Feared we lost you there. Never seen anyone pass out yet stay upright before.
Ha. Game, are you okay? In the not fun way. Inside Parvati, your dream come true. Ha ha. No, Parvati was once my waifu, but after setting up with Junlei, like no, I will protect them. I shall seek my fortunes elsewhere. Ellie, get into my bed. We have negotiations to undergo. What happened?
I woke up. The illusions I built for myself just fell away. I'm no longer interpreting, I'm experiencing. Everything is perfect.
I'm glad you found the answers you were looking for, Max.
In a way. Perhaps it's more accurate to say I was asking the wrong questions. I understand so much more now. I see it all. All there is to be experienced, to be lived. Of course there is pain and loss, but the suffering is caused by
I
trying
would shoot
to
you and say that to her
control
face.
reality.
Yes. She probably would. And then she'd patch me up. And then afterwards,
Not
we'd have
enjoying
fun.
the way they are.
So that way inside Parvati not smart, she has no brain. She has a brain, it just works differently. There may be something to that. You seem happy, or at least not angry.
I am content. I've finally found what I was looking for, even though I was looking for the wrong thing.
And I'll have this thing on the left side that will not go away. Vicar Max is getting tuned in perk. Yes. I've now dealt with Max. Tuned in. It now gives increased duration effects when taking drugs. Max has become, as they say, a hippie. Journal. Friendship's due. We are on the last of the companion quests now. During which she would likely hurt you more with no safe words. Yes, and it would be glorious and fun. But you know, there is already another couple that is banging on the ship, and it is Ada and Sam. If you do not believe me, you should see some of the things you can walk in on. Oh my. They are most certainly at it. Ah, the tooltip has gone. It's relinquished its hold on me. Hooray! DJ, like me, I have no brain in me. No, brain is next to me, but I have a skeleton of fun. Aha! Ha 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 ha! Good pun. Yeah, those can get freaky. Yes. Yes, they can. Although, one of my favourite voice lines from Ada is the one where you start doing the genocide playthrough. As in, you've killed everyone on Edgewater, that is fine, but when you go to the Groundbreaker to try and talk to Gladys, if you kill her, you then get the tooltip to return to Ada to ask what you should do. And she says, I understand. Initiating Protocol 91.7D. Captain is a psychopath. It's like, yes, yes. This is my psychopathic genocidal playthrough that I was doing. Well done, Ida. You sussed me out. Ah, we're already on Scylla. We just need to go to Harlow's base. Now, rather than Vicar Max, we'll take Felix with Parvati. Sounds like the Old World Blues DLC for New Vegas, that does. Ah, yes, the DLC where you were taken apart, literally, and had to go and recover all of your organs, and your brain sasses you. That was hilarious. Your own disembodied brain sasses you, and I laughed the whole way through that. Sorry, I was checking my notifications on Discord. It just had the alerts button, none of the actual direct notifications, which is a difference. Usually when I stream, there are quite a few waiting for me. But no. For science! Everything for science! And Ed says for Tem. For Temmie. I will take a very quick bathroom break now. I know it is near the end of the stream, but I shall be swift. It should be about a moment. I return. Apologies for my absence. Aha! A little bit of a hydration awaits me as I come back. No worries, I will take these from Ed and Nikos, thank you. And the brain sounds like Stewie from Family Guy. This is true. I almost wonder if Seth MacFarlane lent his voice to that. Edward, my man, you done eat that lather. Eat it good. Man, these streams of yours might easily turn into full nostalgia discussions. Just because we are both people of culture, Woodgren.
Hey you, looking for something?
Yes, your severed head.
Where do you think you're going?
Through you, if you push me.
Hey, nice form. Good delivery too. You looking to join Captain Harlow's crew, huh? Alright, go on through. Got my sights on you.
Now, we speak to this man. Ah, Harlow and Marlowe. I see what they did there. I approve. Talk.
Well, hey there, Hullhead. Clawed your way out of the groundbreaker at long last?
Uh-huh. Oh, sorry, were you expecting me to say something? Maybe a long time no see, or a you've aged, old man?
I'll just let you two work this out.
I thought you were dead. Or throwing yourself against the walls of some re-education center. That's been 5 years, Clyde. The best thing you can say is, hey there, Hullhead?
No, Felix. The best thing I can say to you is yet to come. Also, I'd like to have a word with your captain. So, you took Felix under your wing. Kept him busy. Good. Kid always needed a place to belong.
He's been watching out for us just as much as we've been watching out for him. Felix is family, mister.
Hear that, Clyde? I've been making something out of myself.
So long as you haven't been making a fool of yourself. I'm sure Felix has no end of stories to tell of your exploits together. I look forward to catching up with the boy.
Maths? I know maths. Miss Smart. 1,542 plus 2,490 times 5,169 equals 12,797,652. Ha 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 ha. Smeagol, I'm going to have to check your maths on that one. Hold once while I work that out. Smeagol, it would appear that your maths is correct. I commend you. This once. Get back in your box now, Smeagol. Tell me why we're here.
I'm working on something. Something big. Something the likes of which Halcyon has never seen. And I want Felix to be a part of my initiative. I'm fulfilling a promise I made to the boy. That one day, he and I would change the colony together. That day has finally arrived.
Easy there, Clyde. No one said nothing about throwing in with you. In case you didn't notice, I'm pretty happy where I am.
I'm not asking you to walk away from your
I'll
captain,
pick heads or
Felix.
tails. I pick
Neither should
edge.
You allow yourself to be controlled by fear. Change is not to be feared. I brought you here because I want to know where Felix's loyalties lie. When the day of our revolution comes, I want to know that I can rely on him.
Allow me to enlighten you. Felix is loyal to me.
I understand that Felix is part of your crew, at least for now. If the thought of losing him troubles you, then understand that you're helping him solve a problem for an old friend. I want you to deal with a traitor for me. Name's Trask. Kill him, and bring me proof of his death. His ring should do nicely.
And generally, Ed, when you are trying to pick something to choose between, You assign one thing to heads and one thing to tails. And then you make the coin flip. You do not ask someone to choose heads or tails for you unless it is a decision between yourself and that other person. Okay, boys and girls, here are the rules. Find a penny, pick it up, double it and you get 2 pennies. Double it again, 4. Double it 27 times, you got $1 million and the IRS all over your ass. Ah! Curses, I swore! Round and round and round it goes, where it stops nobody knows, but it all adds up quick. Well, I shall have to take myself another shot of wine. This may be the last one, because of A, the stream time, and B, I believe the wine is running out. Where has the wine gone in this instance, Miss Captain Sparrow? It has gone into me. I believe that was indeed the last of the wine, but it is still a full shot glass. Nikos, thank you for alerting me 10 minutes. Beating DJ already, haha. Ah. I'm somewhat glad that's his last one. What did this Trask do to deserve death?
Routed us out to the board. He's been an informant. Has been for years. When he realized I was on him,
tails hit.
he and his little cadre mutiny.
Well, what was the decision between it, Ed?
I don't know where he's hiding, but his wife might. Rosanna lives on the Groundbreaker last I checked.
I wonder if anyone knows where that comes from.
By name and face, but
I do not, unfortunately.
She'll talk to you.
Edward looks like I know what you said that before. Edward, tell me, what was the decision between? If it's something to do with your, between taking care of yourself and streaming, that is not something you should leave to a coin flip. You should take care of yourself. There's more to this than you are letting on. Shadow of War or Undertale. Ah. Then you should just flip the coin by yourself and assign one to each. I would personally say Undertale would be heads, Shadow of War would be tails, because Undertale is big brain game, and Shadow of War is a butt.
You think so? Maybe we should have a word with Trask. Get his side of the story first.
Capital idea, Felix.
You'd be wasting your breath bandying words with that traitor. But if it makes you feel better, by all means. Remember, I want proof. Bring me his ring. I don't care if the hand's still attached. Here, my token. Think of this as my personal signature. Anyone who knows me by my works will know me by this token.
I should go. I get the feeling that he is being shifty. And not just because I have done this quest once before, but in fairness, I used a guide and I glided through it. I was not paying much attention. Perhaps I should. Ah, that's stealing. I have no issue with stealing, but people who are watching me will.
That machine stole my bits. Why do we even have one of these?
Sell these things. This is what I hadn't done. I need to sell this. No. Farscape, the Peacekeeper Wars. I never really got into Farscape. Do not know why. Just never was my thing. Well, it did land on Big Brain Game. Ah, it landed on Undertale. Good. Ah, that's another thing. Yes. Undertale could be tails, because, haha, words. Why can't we just take the ring and keep him alive? A win-win. That is an idea. That is one thing I believe is possible. See you later, Ed. Thank you very much for coming in as long as you did. I will see you later. Have a good stream. I shall be ending this very shortly. I'm also very close to being level 34. I'm looking forward to this. Although, I believe once I get onto the ship, I should probably save and quit there and end the stream, because it's 5 minutes to the hour. And doing anything more, I may get too involved and forget about the time and run over. As tends to happen when I play the Outer Worlds, I get carried away because it's such an amazing game. Save of Virginia. Yes. Main menu. Yes. Right, if I mute that. And that's where I'm going to be ending the stream. And I'm also, yeah, as you probably guessed, stopping doing that voice. My throat hurts. The inner planet. Yeah. So, thank you all very much for coming along with me on this and for all your support. It's greatly appreciated. I've had huge amounts of fun getting into the Outer Worlds again. It's such a good game. I really honestly do love it. I cannot wait to actually get to the DLC, which we'll probably be doing next week, because as far as I remember, Felix's companion quest isn't that long. Like, Nyoka's is probably the longest one that I've done. Like, not the longest one. The longest one in the game is by far Parvati's. Parvati's takes you so long to do, as you probably saw while I was, doing it whilst also progressing through the game. But yeah, next week we'll get Felix's companion quest done, and then we will start on DLC, and then see how long the DLC lasts. With how the previous DLC was, I'm expecting it to take 1, maybe 2 sessions. I don't expect the DLC to be all that long, sadly. As much as I would love it to be long, because I love the Outer Worlds and I want more of it to be there, I don't expect it to be that. Despite how long Obsidian have had to work on it, there's also been a thing like them being bought by Microsoft, and Microsoft being fuck. Like, it's mostly a rant for another day, but I really hate how it looks like Microsoft is trying to make it so that all gaming has to go through them. With the recent thing of they've acquired rights to put EA's Play stuff on Game Pass, and having acquired 2 of the biggest role-playing games makers out there, and made them exclusive to Xbox and Game Pass. To me, it's like Microsoft are trying to take over the gaming market, and I fucking hate it. Because you may also remember, not too long ago, Microsoft tried to buy out Nintendo. Nintendo laughed, but it shows Microsoft are trying to do that. Microsoft are trying to basically get rid of Sony out of the market, competition-wise, by making it so that all the games are available on Microsoft consoles. Sony's have next to nothing, so everyone's going to gravitate away from Sony to Microsoft. Sony will go bust, then Microsoft has a monopoly on gaming, like they tried to have a monopoly on computers, until, Apple got more powerful. Which I fucking hate. Brett's live? Already? It's not even 7 o'clock. Jesus Christ, okay then, well. Brett's live and it looks like he's playing Loop Hero, okay then. Well, I was going to go raid, Ed, but it seems Brett's live, and pretty much everyone in here is a fan of Brett's. We'll go raid Brett. Brett's early, yeah. It's not even 7 PM. Sorry, 9 here. Yeah. As he said, yes. Fuck shit, wank, fuck up, bish, fuck. Yes. Yes, I'm a peasant from the past. Right. So raid. Right, turn up. So yeah. So next stream is going to be tonight at 1 PM. No, 1 AM. Sorry. Tonight at 1 AM, where we'll be playing Metro Last Light. After that will be tomorrow at 4 PM GMT for Final Fantasy VII Remake. But until then, thank you very much for coming along here again. It's been a lot of fun. And until next time, hope you'll have a good evening, a good day, a good morning, a good night, good afternoon. Well, the time is for you. Stay safe, see you later, and have fun watching Brett. And over we go!